Hello there, this is me, Trisha Condo, and I'm live on my radio show right now. I've got these beautiful earrings on, and I've got some makeup on. I'm going to clean this just a little bit. Okay, I'm really excited. It's going to start in about a minute, so I'm going to put you somewhere where you can see me. See if I can reach that far. Hold on. Remember, I want you to like my page, share this post right now, and tag your friends if you want to be entered into the free mini soul reading. So go away, start right now. I'm going to be on for 2 hours. I'm going to put you over here and I'm going to answer your questions here and go to CHRQ 106.9 FM Facebook page. I'm going to put you right here. I'm going to go live in about a minute. Remember, I don't answer vague questions. That's not my thing. If you're ready to go deep with me and ask me things like, why do I keep repeating things? So yeah, put on chapstick. It's going to start in a minute. Justin's over there. He's getting ready. He's my producer. Hi, Sandy. I know, I should be talking a little bit louder. I got my water ready. I'm listening to Rod Stewart right now. I've got my notes ready. And I got scrap paper. I'm going to meditate for a second. There we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a very mild Sunday. Thank you very much for taking some time every day to join us here on CHRQ 106.9 FM. The last time we were happy enough to have Trisha Condo here with us was back in November, so it's been a little while. Glad to say that Trisha is back with us this afternoon right here on CHRQ. As you be with us, take a look at 6 p.m. So if you have questions you would like to ask ourselves, Trisha Condo, please feel free to post a look on our CHRQ Facebook page. I'll be monitoring that. You can also, of course, give us a call, 418-782-121 or 2449. Now, remember, the questions will be answered live on the air. Please keep that in mind when you ask questions. Also, Trisha asked me to remind everybody that if you want to ask a question, it has to be a specific question. Don't ask us what does the future hold for me. It's too vague question. You have to ask a specific question about specific incidents or specific things that are coming up. Also, she wanted me to remind everyone that if you're looking for missing people, she's not able to tap into that, or she doesn't do that. So please those questions. But as I mentioned, we are happy very much to have Trisha with us here again. Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Yes, Happy New Year, Justin. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Anytime. We're glad to have you here. And as always, before we get into the meetings and the information that Trisha will be answering your questions, she always has something she'd like to talk about right off the top. And what is it that today she likes to do?
Well, we're going to talk about our Sacred Fire Mojo. That's what we're going to talk about.
So here we go. This is Sacred Fire Mojo. It's time with Trisha Condo. Give us a call if you have a question. Go to the number 418-782-121 or 2449. What's the question on our CHRQ Facebook page?
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, whatever time zone you're in. I am Trisha Condo, and this is the Trisha Condo Show on CHRQ 106.9 FM. I'm very honored to be here once again I feel as though you've been waiting for me for quite a while, just like Justin said. So in today's show, our topic is going to be about Sacred Fire Mojo. And what I'm going to focus on is our soul's purpose, our soul's lessons, and what we have to learn for the new year. So in 2017, in numerology, the sum of the number equals 1. So if I put 2017 all together, it equals to actually 1. And it means new beginnings in astrology and numerology. So let's talk about in 2016. In 2016, in numerology, the sum of the number equals 9. So 2016, it was all about endings. And also what happened in the past 9 years. So some of you have been experiencing a lot of shifts, a lot of endings on all levels, meaning relationships, careers, maybe endings to connections with people in the past, also connections to people that no longer serve you, and with business, with finances, all across the board. I'm sure you felt the endings because I have. I felt the endings everywhere. I had a couple of things happen to my website. A lot of crashes, a lot. And I got locked out of my website, which is interesting. So it's interesting how that happened to me. I believe it happened to me because I'm revamping my website. And I actually had to go look for somebody. And I found somebody, and that's really cool. So this is very important because the last 9 years, like I said, you probably went through a lot of challenges, a lot of changes. And this is the 1 year to begin with new creations, meaning tapping into your intuition, tapping into your real self, and rebuilding yourself. So welcome to the new experience. So we're flowing into the new year. Like to start by having you all begin with me and just take a breath. Meaning breathing in. I don't realize I do it sometimes. I tend to hold in my breath, and a lot of people do. And I've noticed that with clients of mine and students of mine, even people around me, they tend to hold their breath. And that usually tells me that people are in their heads, they're very stuck, they're very fearful. So we want to excel in these new creations that are waiting for us. And there's something that happens physically in the heart too, and in the throat. And that means when this happens. So this is a reminder that your voice and your breath is your mojo. So it's that spark of life, meaning actual breathing. And I see it a lot when there's dancers, they learn to breathe, singers, producers, they learn to breathe, and teachers, they learn to breathe. It's that spark of life that keeps the sacred fire, that energy going in you. Okay? In our native culture, in mine especially, the sacred fire is lit and it's carefully created, or it's catered by a select group of sacred people who make it grow. And they feed the fire and they honor the walk of the warrior, which is interesting. I remember a few summers ago, I watched over the sacred fire and I made sure it wouldn't go. I absolutely had to have it lit all the time. So today's topic of keeping your sacred fire going is very magical and is very, I would say, practical in a way. So physically, when you go to a sacred fire, it's lit at a sacred moment. It's a holy place. It's a place for prayer. And so let's look at our own sacred fire as a sacred moment where you're the person who observes and protects that fire within yourself. And I see a lot of people shopping their ideas around and shopping who they are at a soul level, at a spiritual level, to other people. And they do it, one, out of habit, out of bad habit. The second one, they do it because they want approval. And what happens is when you do that too often, is your fire starts to go down, and it goes gradually more down and down until you don't feel happy anymore. You don't feel joyful. You don't feel expansive. So there are a couple tools or quick tips that I'm going to help you keep us from being bogged down. And one of them is our creative force that we call our sacred fire is sacred. That means nobody's allowed to touch that. And some of us give away our power just so free, like just like that, just without question. So a tool is we need to go into our hearts to celebrate these new creations, as opposed to going out and asking everybody, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I try that? Is this a good idea? I don't know. This, and then people will, I don't know how I say it. People will put their own fears on you and say, well, I don't know, that's too risky, or you shouldn't try that, you might get burned. So a tool is, we really need to look at the creation. That's the choices. It's been really, really uplifting and satisfying to other people's lives when they keep it to themselves. I mean, you can get expert opinions, but your own fire needs to stay lit, and you need to trust that it came to you. Because every time you honor your choices and your creativity, you honor your spirit and your intuition. So you put a light out into the world when you honor your own sacred fire. So you're resonating at a frequency, a very high and true vibration. And that light in the world is a call to action for other spirits to light up. And what happens is there's a domino effect. When we say our truth, or we say what we're going to say, and we don't question it, and we just go with it, people tend to look at you and say, oh, she's interesting. She knows what she wants. Or he's interesting. Okay? So the more we remember to take a breath and to make honorable choices to free your spirit, rather to make the dishonorable choices that cause you to be reactionary, to be full of anxiety and being nervous, that's living in the head. Now it's got to be choice by choice, moment by moment, and not being super perfect. So let's lean into progress and not perfection. And that's what we want to do. We want to acknowledge our wins, that we've done better with a breath and some thought and sacred space and prayers to the spirit world. So for myself, I'm very practical, but I'm very spontaneous at the same time. So I'm learning to breathe. I go with the flow at times. I do it a lot, but I'm also practical. So I marry the two. So I'm learning to breathe into action, and I say, okay, this is where I need to go, and this is where my spirit is taking me. So I breathe, I take action. I take 2 breaths. I do it again. And then I take action. And these are some of the intuitive tools to keep your sacred fire going, as opposed to shopping it around and getting nervous and saying, oh no, this is wrong, or this is right, or this is, you know what I mean? You get in your head. So what I want to do is I want to invite the callers or the listeners to call in at 788-2121 or 2449. You can also listen in on CHRQ 1069.ca, or you can check out my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/intuitive guide. And we also have CHRQ Facebook page. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. So let's get to the lines. Do we have anybody, Justin?
There's nothing that come in just yet. We did have a question that someone asked.
Yeah.
Earlier. I don't know if it's something we can answer because it's another big one.
Oh.
Talking about the United States and what do you see coming for the United States in the next 4 years? How they come for president?
I don't answer political questions. I should have said that too. I think we just have to, I know it's really heavy vibration right now with the new president, and I know he didn't get the popular vote. I know he got the electoral vote. So, and I'm just gonna say this, and people don't send me hate mail, but I feel that even though he's not the popular one right now, I feel as though people elected him to clean up some mess. I'm just gonna say I'm for Obama. I've always been for Obama. I think he's a really great guy. But there's a lot of things. I'm not gonna go deeper into that because I'm not gonna be political. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna go into that because yeah.
As we have so far, again, if anyone has a question for Trisha to answer, please post it on our CHRQ Facebook page. Or you can give us a call. The number is 418-782-2121 or 2449. If you have questions about your love life, about the future, about education, about anything. Remember, you have specific questions only, but of course you can call us 418-782-2121 or 2449. You can also post those questions on our CHRQ Facebook page.
Cool. I have some people on my intuitive guide page, so I'm going to answer those. Okay. Good. You're sharing my video. Good for you. So what I had on my intuitive guide page, I'm going to share it right now. Earlier, I talked about you had to share my video, you had to like my page, and you had to tag someone. And that is for a drawing, to be entered into a drawing for a mini soul reading. But you can also come on air and ask me questions. I'm a pretty deep person, so I'm just going to go to my post right here. Sandy Lawson says, this is the first time I've been able to catch your show. Okay. Okay. How do you rekindle? I don't know what that means. Your fire, that is so low, that is almost out. Can you be more specific, Sandy? I don't know what that means. So remember, you need to ask me very specific questions, and you're also live on air. And if there's any brave people out there, I know there's some people, because I could talk a little bit more. And let's do that. So let's talk about the sacred fire mojo. Now this part is your passion, it's your happy place. And a lot of people I've noticed when I work with people, they are in this kind of neutral place where they're like, yeah, it's okay, I'm not really excited for this, or I'm not really excited for that. So yeah, so I've listened to many students and clients, and I've had my own dark night of the soul moments. And sometimes it feels like our happiness or our heart is out of reach, like it's so far away that we can't reach it. And we don't want to look for being mediocre, meaning it's like in the middle, you know, having that fake kind of feeling, or the you know what I mean? That kind of happiness. And I know what that feels like. I remember when I was going to university, and I started to have that meh kind of feeling. I think it was my third year, I believe, third or fourth year, and I was really tired. I was really tired of reading, and I was tired of writing essay after essay and writing exams, and I knew that I was starting to lose my mojo a little bit, and I believe I was just getting a little bit tired. And we always have that kind of feeling before we either take a break, or we're starting to lose a little bit of our spirit. And I believe that when we want to shift that, we have to focus on these sacred moments of this burning fire, of what's happening in the moments that bring this feeling of I can breathe, or life is good, or I'm good, or we're good. So one of these sacred moments for me is when I'm listening to dance music. I actually listen to a lot of dance music when I'm driving to Hamilton or Listowitch, and I'm very animated in my car, so I'm waving my hands and I'm singing, and I feel like I'm on the dance floor, but I'm moving in my chair. And that's just the way that I am. And so people are just watching me. Some of them wave to me because they think I'm waving to them, or I turn my music really loud, and that's just, I get into the feeling of the music. Okay, so I have a couple people on here right now. Just gonna stop here. Okay, so no, guys, you can only ask one question, not 50 of them. Okay, you're okay. Joella Dawson says, "What's in store for me job-wise?" Nope, I don't answer those. It has to be very specific. Will March be a good month? Nope, I don't do timelines. That's not for me. Okay, Sandy Lawson is, a lot has happened and I feel like I have nothing going on anymore. With my family, okay. With my family, my partner, my children, okay. Sorry, slow typer, okay. So, what is the question, Sandy? You need to be very specific. I know I sound a little harsh, but I just want to be clear on what I do. What I do is I do see things and I do hear things. But what I want to do, what I'm getting to is really specific questions. Because if you're vague, it'll be going into like a whole reading, and that's not what I'm going to do. So if you're willing to go deep with me, and instead of, I tend to see futures and past. So you have to be very specific on what you want. Don't tell me your whole history on Facebook. Hi, Leah. Oh, a lot of people. Remember, I want you, excuse me, I want you to feel free to call me. Sorry. Tina Lebelow, okay. Give me a second. That's really weird. Okay. How do I do it? Just press? Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Can you tell me your specific question?
Should I travel for a job or stay where I am in my area?
Should you travel for a job?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All of a sudden my voice started to go. Just give me a second. That is interesting. Okay. So you want to know if you should travel for a job or stay?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Traveling,
Where's
in the far distance,
traveling where?
I think maybe in the Miramichi area.
Okay. So my guide is saying it's taken you this far to come all the way here, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying there seems to be a timer on you. Why do I feel like there's a timer? Because he's talking about that.
Because it's the time in my life right now to make this choice. And I'm seeking it and I'm not finding it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of looking for some kind of guidance, someone to lead me to where I'm actually supposed to go.
Yeah, I definitely see you traveling, but he's saying you need to hold on to your purse. Do you have trouble with money?
I will say I'm very rich, not in money, but I'm very rich for what I had and throughout my lifetime.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, Justin is fixing my thing. Thank you, Justin.
Yes, I'm looking for, I graduated from school and it was for me to pursue a career and to work for a full-time job with a good wage.
Yeah, like I totally...
Dependent person.
Yeah, like,
have me, to make sure that I am going to
yeah,
make my needs.
the thing is, what I'm really getting with you is you're feeling kind of bored. That's what I'm getting with you.
Yeah, I don't want a job that's the same routine all the time.
Are you really wanting this job, though?
Like,
Tina, are you really wanting this job?
am I what?
Do you really want this job, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So my guide is saying that eventually I do see you going for some sort of training, and eventually I do see you doing some sort of courses.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is the one-stop thing. I feel as though there's more for you to do. This job is... I feel like there's more that you really want.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
yeah. And I sort of come to a stop sign, and I'm still like connected to this place, and just not sure.
yeah, I feel like you need to go more. Because I feel like you're settling.
I just don't know where. But
yeah, but I've told you a couple of things.
mm-hmm.
I feel as though you're going to do more.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
You're going to do way more than just this little job. And that's why you asked me. And I feel like your spirit really wants more. Because you're very fiery. Yes, my guide is saying... so he's saying that... Were you married?
No, I've had more than one proposal, but me and my stubbornness, I just wasn't ready for it, and I said one day I will, and right now...
Yeah, like, I'm also hearing you're a counselor or something like that. He keeps saying it over and over and over.
Correct.
Okay? You would be really good at that. Like, you're a very grounded person. You're extremely grounded.
I'm my own counselor. No?
Yeah, well, I feel like you're really good at listening to people.
Yes, I am. I'm a good listener, but they don't seem to hear me.
Well, I feel like you're good in the classroom also. My guide is saying you're good in the classroom.
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm a very good person who can just go into into a class and meet new people. And I just have that good connection to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I went to school and I graduated.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm talking about it.
2016. Yeah.
That's why I'm talking about it.
Not
to just meet people, to actually teach people.
Correct, yeah.
I feel like that's what you really want. So this question about traveling, it's not really having much power. Do you understand?
No, I don't want the power.
No. That's not what I meant. No, that's not what I meant.
Over their heads.
No, that's not what I meant. I said it doesn't have much power when we talk about traveling to Miramichi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like you really want to do something else. I actually see you standing in front of like a board, and I feel like teaching would be better for you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I feel like you're going to go through a period of reflection, and I see that you're going to be, I keep seeing you in front of people.
Good.
Yeah.
I know.
But I feel like my guide is talking about confidence. You really need to work on that a little bit more.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I have been. I've been trying to. Yeah. Still working on it. It's there.
Yeah. You need to work on it a little bit more.
Right, yeah. And that's why I'm calling you, and that's good. When I hear that from you, then...
yeah, and you're also going to look for...
move forward.
Yeah, and I feel like you're going to be looking for other jobs. And I feel like so strongly you're going to be some sort of teacher. And my guy, yes, I know, and some sort of counselor.
A team leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So I hope I helped you.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Great. I love it when people call in and then they say one question and it totally doesn't have any much power or mojo, and they're supposed to be doing something else. So that's really cool. I'm gonna go back to I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. I don't know if I did that right. Yeah, I did it. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't make a very good secretary. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to come down here. Guys, you can't ask me millions of questions. How specific? Will I get a new job? What kind of job? Like, you have to be very specific. Becca says, kin. How do I move forward with my jewelry making business? I think you asked me this question before, and I don't think you liked the answer that I gave you last time. I feel like you need to go out into like a mall or some sort, and I feel like you need to work on, and I feel like you need to start working on your people skills a little bit more, because I feel like you need to shop it around. Okay, let's go to the next one. Sandy Lawson says, okay, my daughter has had some stomach problems and has been really sick. Is she going to be okay? Is she going okay? Only one question, guys. Is she going to be okay? I keep seeing some sort of like hospital visits. I keep seeing that. Yeah, there needs to be a change with her. I keep hearing, my guy keeps telling me that there's some sort of change. And I feel like you're going to get new kind of medication, like going to the pharmacy. There's some sort of strain or something, a parasite or something like that, and I feel like that's what's going on. And they keep showing me weight, and I feel like there needs to be some sort of shift. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's go to Tara. Oh, hi, Tara McFall. Thank you for saying hi. I've done this one the other time. Okay. So make sure that you share this video and you like my intuitive guide page and you tag somebody. Okay. Do we have anybody else? Yeah. Hi there. So, no, you can't ask another question. Only one question. Okay. So, I'm over here and I am. Okay. Can you hear me? No, not vague ones. You have to be specific. I've already said that. Be very specific, Tara. I don't do near future stuff. Nope. Ashley Wagamon. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for joining me. Very cool. I'm going to keep checking you out. I'm not listening with this ear because I won't be able to hear my guide with this. Remember, don't be vague. I'm not going to answer anything vague or near future stuff. Nope, not for me. Why am I seeing the number 911 everywhere and every day? So you probably are asking a question. 911 is usually 9 plus 1 and 1 is 10, and then 1 is 11, and that's a master number. So a master number is really good. So usually that tells me something about your thoughts. So you're probably a very good manifester. I would actually look at a lot of law of attraction books, Ashley, because you're probably, I feel as though you're a very good manifester. So start saying what you love, okay? So I hope that answers your question. If you want a more in-depth reading, go to trishacondo.com. I also have Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. Go on instagram.com/Trisha Condo. I also have a private Facebook group. You can go to Spirit Guide Group, which is facebook.com/groups/ you're welcome, /Spirit Guide Groups. And I share a lot in there too. You're welcome. So make sure that you share this video, you like my page, and you tag a friend so you can be entered into a mini soul reading with me. So I'm just like how I am now. I'm very much a truth teller. I am a person that goes really deep. So if you're asking, what is my job? That's very vague. So if you're not ready to do that live here, then I won't be able to answer your question. I'm being very clear. My interest is energy healing of all types. Is there any type I should focus on more this year? I feel, Leah, you really need to get into something like crystals, or they're showing me a lot of Reiki and massage. I feel like you need to get into that. You need to get into that, Leah. Hope that helps you. Remember, share this video, like my intuitive guide page, and tag a friend if you want to be entered into the mini soul reading. So I'll check after the radio show, and I'm going to be really, really maybe the lucky one. So I don't go into what's in my near future. That's not me. I'm just going to be very clear with you. That is not me. If you're being very vague, you have to be very specific on what you want me to answer, or else I won't be able to answer it. So I'm just waiting for the song to end. Yep. Welcome. Thank you. Okay, so why a lot of people ask me why I don't answer vague questions, because I really need to know, because I tend to see a lot of things and I hear a lot of things. So if you tell me something vague, it just doesn't have much power to it.
Is it a question of focus?
Yes, it's a question of focus. So I tend to see everything. It's just like looking at a crystal and I see all the things. And if you're very vague, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. And it doesn't really, it helps me focus, And I know people ask for birth dates and all that. That's not my thing. So if you're very focused, then I start getting everything. It's just like, you know, when you download a music video or download something, that's just what happens with me. I start seeing things. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep talking. So yeah, that's how it happens with me. I start hearing things and I start feeling things and I'll start seeing things. And if you're ready to really go deep with me and say, you know, I really would like to get to my real self. I want to know what my soul mission is here to do. You know, those are the type of questions I'm going to answer. And if you're really okay with calling me, I get to it right away. Yes. Okay, cool. Mary Isaac. Does she have a specific question? Okay. Hopefully you don't hang up on her. Okay. All right, cool. Mary Isaac?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? You're on CHRQ. Do you have a specific question? What? I can't really hear her.
I'm just wondering how my life started.
I can't go through a whole reading on live on radio. It has to be very specific.
Well,
Hello?
health-wise.
You have to be very specific.
It's to do with my health.
What is it?
My health.
There's like an echo.
If you're on the speakerphone, can you say something?
Do I have any lucky numbers?
No, I don't do lucky numbers. I'm not a magic 8-ball.
What do you do?
Have you been listening to the show?
No.
Okay. So what I do is I go deeper than anybody could tell you, any psychic could tell you this is what's going to happen in March. I don't do that. What I do is I go into why you're really here. I go into your real self. And then I just go dial in, and then so tell me where you want me to focus on. Yes, can you be more specific, please?
Well.
Okay, so you have to be very, very specific. I'm not a mind reader.
Diabetes.
What is it?
Diabetes.
Diabetes?
Diabetic, yes.
Oh, diabetes. Okay. 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 What do you want to know specifically about it?
Well, how was it with it?
I can't hear her. No. I can't hear you at all.
With my medication.
Does she want to do more medication?
Mary, if you want to hang up and dial right back, 'cause it sounds like maybe you're on speakerphone, or having a little bit of trouble hearing what you're saying.
What about my love life?
No. Can't jump around.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to answer that even though you're being very vague. Remember, guys, I'm not a mind reader. This is not a magic show. You have to be very specific because I tend to see everything and I hear everything. And I'm very much a truth teller. So I'm going to tell you the truth. And I prefer to, if I had a person that was calling in and I want to hear the truth, I would want to hear it. So I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing right now, okay? Okay. So So my guide is saying you need to start believing yourself. That's what he keeps telling me.
Yeah.
You need to believe in yourself more. I feel like you have really, really low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And he's saying that you really, I know that I'm going to get to the health question in a second, but I feel as though you're kind of scattered everywhere. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
So I want you to listen.
Yeah.
So I keep seeing you going into the hospital. I feel as though I keep seeing dialysis. I keep seeing dialysis. I keep seeing that you need to start taking care of yourself a little bit more. Has it gone to the liver?
No.
Well, I feel as though it's going to go down that way because I feel as though you need to get a little bit organized with your life.
Yeah.
And one of the things with you going to the hospital is one of your lessons is learning how to get more organized because I feel you're going to be more organized down the road.
Okay.
And yeah, I keep hearing the name husband. Does that make sense?
What's his name?
What?
You know his name?
I can't hear you.
I said, do you know his name?
I can't hear that. So I'm just going to go into, I'm going to answer your question about the diabetes things. I feel as though I keep seeing a lot of medication. I feel you need to keep track of that medication.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I keep seeing either there's a new doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing. And I feel like you need to start having more courage. That's what my guide is saying. You need to have more courage, and I feel as though you need to be a little bit more self-sufficient.
Okay.
Yeah. You also need to let things go. I feel as though, because my guide is saying you need to let go of things and you need to start crying.
Yeah.
Especially at the foundation level. He talks about the basement. Doesn't mean your physical basement, but he's talking about, it feels like you're hurting a lot, and I feel like you need to let go of a lot of things. Like you hang on to a lot of stuff. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You need to let go of stuff. Because I feel like your heart is really hurting.
Yeah.
And
So,
I feel like you're going to get more happy when you let go of things, especially forgiving the past.
yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though later down the road, I feel as though you're going to start getting more social. And I feel like that's one of the things, especially, I keep seeing sisters a lot with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sisters or good friends or something like that. I feel like it's going to go down that road. Okay?
Okay.
So thank you for calling in.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, I put her on hold. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is what I do. It has to be very specific. So if you're vague, I can't really dial in. But my guide seems to really speak about you. So remember, you need to have a very specific question when you call in. Is there anybody else?
We do have a question that came in on our Facebook page.
Cool.
It's something that I've actually asked you before.
Okay.
We go on air with it. So we're going to do our number to make a couple of song break. We're right back with Trisha right here on CHRQ. We appreciate you guys tuning us on 206.9 FM. We're back after these couple of songs. Thanks for tuning us in.
I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on mute. Can you still hear me? Okay. Is it locating somebody?
It's to do with that.
No.
Tanner Isaac wants to know if divers will come search. She's not asking if they'll find.
No, I don't answer that. I knew she was going to ask for that.
Sure, no problem. That's why I wanted to ask you first.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to come back to you. I get a lot of questions that are very vague, so I'm saying that to be nice to you. So I get a lot of my old clients coming to me and ask me about the future and about. So I used to do that, but I don't do it anymore. I'm more like, why are you here? Why do you keep repeating the same things? Why do I keep, why am I in this job? What's the pattern there? So this is what I look at. I look at your soul's mission, and I bring you back from your old life, your old worn out ideas to the real you. I'm almost like a person that resuscitates you, and that is my job here as an intuitive guide. And if this is for you, write down your question. I go really deep. There are things I know about you that you don't want to share, and that's where I go. I go in there and I shake it up. And I'm not like I go in a tree and I shake up your world, things that no longer serve you. I go there. And this is what I do. And the future stuff is cool. It can be a predictive somehow, some way like that. But if you're asking me vague questions, please don't do that on here. Ask me specific questions. I'm just listening to music right now. I'm a little loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm listening to dance music. Kind of dance music, but yeah. So if you're asking me questions like, an example could be, I'd really like to get this job. Why am I stopping myself? Or I want to go into this career. How do you see my soul going into that way? So I will really answer those really specifically, and sometimes people get annoyed with what I say, or they don't want to hear it. They want to hear something else, just like my last caller. She was all over the place. I think she's a wonderful lady, but you have to be very specific, because I tend to see everything. It's just like a diamond. So yeah, I tend to see everything, and I tend to hear things. So you have to be very specific. If you give me a category, if you say love, life, in near future, I'm not going to answer that. So if you say, this is what's happening in my love life, do you see someone else appearing? Something like that. So be very specific. Okay, do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's a really cool song. I love the song. I don't know if you hear it. So right now I'm listening to dance music. So I'm listening. Okay. So if you want to book a reading with me, I'm having I didn't mention it yet, but I'm having a Valentine's Day special. It's 2 for 1. So you get a mentoring session and a 15-minute soul reading with me, and it's for yeah. So yeah, let me get back to, I'm going to take this off my head because it feels like I'm shouting at you. Okay. So yeah, I have a Valentine's Day special going on, and it's, oops, sorry. Oh, go back on. Oh, Shoot, that almost pinched me. So I have a Valentine's Day special going on, and I'm going to mention it right now. Valentine's Day special, and it's going to be 30 minutes soul reading, and it's going to be $169. So if you want to have that, please email me at trishalcondo@gmail.com. I try to, oh, I'm on the air now. I'm going to put it back. Yep.
You tune into the Q106.9 FM, it is 4:56 coming up. Love looking at your CHRQ weather, but now you're back with Trisha Condo live on Q.
Hi. Yeah. So I just want to talk about my Valentine's Day special, because Valentine's Day is around the corner, February 14th. So yeah, I want to share that for a little bit. So my special is the funny thing is I tried to create it, but I don't know, something was going on with my my stuff. So my special is 30 minutes with me, okay, soul reading, and it's private. So if you're shy about going on the radio, I know some of us are, so I understand where you're coming from. So if you want to have a 30-minute soul reading with me for Valentine's, and it's going to be, the deadline is going to be February 13th, 2017 at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be for my listeners, especially local, not international. My local people are going to be, usually I charge $45, and for local. Normally, internationally, I charge $250, and locally it's going to be $40, and that's really inexpensive, because I'm raising my rates as of actually end of January. So I'm going to raise them to actually $65. So I would jump on this if I were you. If you're listening on air right now, you can email me. Doesn't mean you email me your free questions. I will not accept that. If you want the Valentine's Day special, you can email me at Trisha, so that's my name, Trisha, Trisha L Condo, Condo, at gmail.com. And in the subject line, you put Valentine's Day special. And it's going to be only locally. So if you're listening in Listigish, in Gaskabegiak, or any other place that is reached by this radio station, you can email me. I will not answer free readings after the show. That's not what I do. Okay? And for international, it's going to be $169. Okay? Yes, I do charge a lot because I'm really good. I'm really good at what I do. I'm very specific about what I say to a lot of you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to raise your vibration. I'm here to really go into your real self and to really look at your soul purpose. That is what I do. So if you want to call in at 418-788-2121 or 2449. You can also listen in on CHRQ 106.9.ca. There's also my intuitive guide page, which I have a lot of people on. We also have the CHRQ Facebook page also. So I have one person who's asking me, Virginia. She says, what are my soul blocks? Okay. So what I'm getting is, I feel like you're afraid to move on. That is one of your blocks, is you feel like you have to help everybody and rescue, especially your husband. So that's not what you're here to do. So that is one of your blocks. Okay. So do you see how specific I am? So if you're very vague, if you're very specific, I get very specific because, yeah. So I've been trained by really professional spiritual teachers such as Sabrina Choquette, which is the mother of Sonia Choquette. She's a very famous psychic. So I've been trained to be very specific. So I don't do this just to make people mad. That's not my thing. The more specific you are, the more I can go in there and say, okay, this is what I see and this is what needs to change. Yeah. Is there any more people? Cool. Okay, so let's go into what I was talking about before. Remember I was talking about listening to dance music? Well, one of these sacred moments for me is when I listen to dance music, my spirit spirals down to whatever my brain is trying to pull me down. That is not a really good feeling place. So music changes the channel from your head to your heart. And my spiritual teachers have taught me that music can give us access to the angelic and the spiritual realm. That's another tool, much like breathing. I know a lot of people really don't think breathing is important, but it is. Just like giving your spirit room to breathe and giving it space to move, music brings back into your bodies, and it moves it. It allows you to get ideas. So it's interesting how there's a lot of moms and dads who clean a lot. You get a lot of inspiration that way. And what I suggest you do is you get a playlist of all your favorite songs. And I suggest this in my new group coaching program, which is Getting the Truth on Speed Dial. I start with the foundation of breathing and meditating. It's very important that you breathe. A lot of us don't, how do you say it? A lot of us don't breathe. I know it's a very basic thing, but a lot of us hold our breaths. You know, we do it a lot when we're going for an interview, or we go to meet somebody new, or we're starting something new. You know, that part that makes you want to be in your body and have that really feel-good vibe is really important. So that playlist will help your spirit laugh and come back to who you really are. And that's a large part of what I do in my work. Is my mission is to help other people know their own purpose. Why are you down here? What are you here to do? And my other purpose is to bring people back to their real selves. And that's a big part of me. What I do on this earth is to help people remember who they really are and to evolve and to grow up as adults, because a lot of us get stuck into our childhood patterns. We repeat things. Why do we keep facing that boss? Why do we keep dating the same kind of man over and over and over? Why do we keep running towards suffering? There's a big lesson in that. I know that I've been through a lot of lessons in my life, and so we have to really look at that and say, how can I change? And how can I make it better for myself? As opposed to, I can stay in this and just deal with it. I don't think we're down here to just suffer. And I think a lot of us believe that we need to suffer. Okay, let's go on to a different topic. So when I was talking about the playlist that's going to help your spirit laugh, you can exercise, you can make dinner, you can walk your dog, you can clean, and this really puts you back into that higher frequency. So when you're into that higher frequency, things come to you really fast. You attract a lot, and that's really important. So do we have any other callers or anybody? Okay, I'm going to check my Facebook page. Alright, so, no. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, what we're going to do right now is
So here I am.
we're going to take a look at your CHRQ weather for this Sunday. Of course, your weather is always brought to you by our friends over at UV Star. Forecast tonight is calling for partly cloudy skies with the temperatures expected to come down as well. Monday,
Okay.
sunny with highs of -5 degrees. Tuesday, cloudy with highs of -4. Wednesday, freezing rain or some windy conditions. Temperatures near 1 degree. Thursday, cloudy with highs reaching near -1 degree. Now, there is a special weather statement that is in effect for our area. Tuesday night into Wednesday. It says the system is expected to bring an extended period of ice pellets and freezing rain to the province beginning Tuesday morning. The band of ice pellets and freezing rain will move over the southern half of New Brunswick by late afternoon. It'll start to spread over the northern regions by evening.
Oh.
As the band of freezing rain and ice pellets slide northward in the evening, the freezing rain will change to rain and at times heavy over southern sections. Freezing rain will still affect the northern portions of New Brunswick by Wednesday noon. From closer to
Evening rain.
CHRQ weather is brought to you by our friends over at the UV Star. Good community announcements for you here on the queue right now. Don't forget the Squares and Don Marzo's got for sale. Those are for sale every week. Chance to win a free admission to our giant Easter bingo. That's coming on April 15th. That'll be at the Easter Bingo Hall. Squares for sale for $2 each. You can get a chance to win a free pass that we draw each week from here until the time of bingo. Stop by 116 Riverside West here at the University. Also call 418-782-2121 for more information there. And the Haven House representative of the Eagles Festival, which you did more recently, holding a one-day event on teachings of the feathers with Elder Josie and Frank Augustine from Wilson Book Tour. Happening February the 7th, beginning at 10 a.m. Brunswick time. Fire ceremony, naming ceremony, and healing circle will be held, and lunch will be served as well. All community members are welcome and encouraged to attend. If you would like any additional information, please contact Lynchburg at the Haven House, 418-788-5544. That is the number to call. It is 5:08. Thank you for tuning us in on your Sunday afternoon right here on CHRQ. Reminder for those bingo winners, we have the Come and Claim Your
Hi.
Winners here tomorrow after 2 p.m. for the update brought to you by McMaster.
Hi there. Okay, now they're on commercial. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 5:08. We have another hour to go. Wow. Hi there, Shokeen. Thanks for showing. I'm just listening right now. Do you hear that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm listening in the commercial. So there's a commercial right now. So if you have a question that's very specific, not vague, I'm not going to answer things like what's going to happen in my near future. That I don't answer. That's very vague. What I suggest you do is ask me, what's my mission? What's my soul mission? What am I here to do? What are my blocks? I'm feeling stuck. What do you feel my spirit needs to do with this area? You love watching me do my readings? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So this is what I'm doing. I'm reading people on live on air. So that's what I'm doing right now. If you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me now? So yeah, I've got another hour to go. So we don't have many people because my radio show only comes on once a month. We might have to end early.
I don't really see you drawing too much there today.
No,
Did you want to go through with this hour, or
we can go early, like,
it's up to you?
yeah. So give it another, because there's some people, maybe another 5 minutes?
We can come back, and then if you want to wrap up, however you want to wrap up, if you want to mention again
Yeah,
about the Valentines and
Yeah.
your stuff,
Yeah.
people can contact you through there.
yeah,
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
okay.
So we're gonna go back on after this one.
So I was just talking to my producer. When I'm very, very clear with everybody what I don't do. What I don't do is like near future. That's not my thing. So if you want to go a little bit deeper with me, that's what I do. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a magic 8-ball. That's not what I do. And I don't mean to make fun of anybody, but I'm just being very clear what I do. And probably people were thinking that I was on, you know, I missed a month too. I missed November, December, so. But that's cool, you know. I'm okay with that. So yeah. Shokeen asks, what's my soul mission? And give me a second. I'm going to take this off. Give me a second. Okay. You ever considered doing something to do with, I see a lot of like drawing or something like that? Is that ever, have you ever considered that? Because I feel like you're really good at adapting. Like really good. Yeah, you're very artsy, I know that. I feel like you need to keep doing that. You're very artsy. I feel like you need to get more focus. Making things a little bit more single. I don't know why my guide is saying that. More single. And acting would be very good for you too. Acting. Shokeen? Or Shoneen, sorry. So that's what your mission is. Okay, I'm going to come over here. See? That's being very specific. Put this over here. You're multi-talented, that's why. And you're multi-passionate, which is good because you're very ADD. Hi! Yeah.
It is right now 5:14 on Q 106.9 FM. We are back again live on Q with our good friend Trisha Condo, who is here from Pennsylvania to answer questions. You might have specific questions about the future of the love life, what question you can ask. It has to be specific. So right now we do have a call line number 3.
Okay. Hi, Marissa. Thanks for coming on to my show on CHRQ. What is your question?
Yes, I had a dream.
Oh, okay.
I was swimming with orcas.
Oh. So orcas tell me about communication.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's interesting how it's around water, because yes, I know, because water is about intuition.
Okay.
He's also saying, what are you doing with your hands? He's talking about your hands.
My hand?
Yeah, your hands.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you doing things with your hands? Are you creating things
No.
with your hands?
No.
Because I keep seeing you with pottery. I feel like you would really be good with art.
Okay.
And he's saying that you're very emotional. Like you express your emotions a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also saying, I don't know if this is a little vague or something, but he's saying either court or courses. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, which one?
Courses.
Okay.
Both of them make sense.
Yeah, because he talks about that with you. So he's saying that you're going ahead with things.
Yeah.
He's also saying that you're going to have some sort of time out. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's saying some things are going to drag on. He's saying don't worry about that. Things are going to drag on because he's saying a lot of that.
All right.
And he's saying don't worry. There seems to be a theme tonight. Some sort of counselor, or I feel like there's some sort of counselor coming in with you.
Yeah.
He's also saying that you tend to dream too. You dream.
Yeah.
You dream. And he's saying that there's a lot of messages that are coming through. I see your guide. You have a male guide. Excuse me.
Okay.
He's really, because you seem to be very intuitive. Excuse me. You're very intuitive.
In what way?
In what way? Because I do. Excuse me. I do see some sort of. Yeah, I see a guide that wants you to do more art, and I get the sense that you're gonna start creating a lot more than you realize. I'm sorry. It must be the candles. Sorry. Yeah, because there's a lot of things are going to really change in your life. I feel like art is going to go. One of your paths are going to be. You're going to be some sort of student, and that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
And stop questioning everything. My guide is saying you're questioning way too much. You're in your head. You're over-analyzing. Because you do get a lot of guidance. You just don't listen to it.
Okay.
Okay?
I understand that.
Yeah, you're very much a feeling person.
Yes.
You feel and you don't really go with it. Like you're very social too. I see you with a lot of people, like you're social, and I feel like there's going to be more opportunities for you to yeah, I know. Yeah, like being social. Yeah, and I feel like don't worry about the family anymore. It's not your job to do that.
No, my family.
Yeah. It's like he's saying you can't stand them sometimes. Do you understand?
Stand who?
You can't stand them.
Stand who?
Your family.
Oh.
Yeah. So there needs to be healing. So you need to start stepping back a little bit more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's not for you to rescue anybody. You need to start choosing. My guide is. I don't want to go too much of a reading, but you need to start choosing and deciding what you want. Yeah, instead of you being a counselor to everybody, You need to decide and put 2 feet in. Because I get the sense with you, you need to start committing to your ideas as opposed to just, yeah, to being the counselor. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. So I hope that helps you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
All right, bye.
Bye. That was really weird.
Oh, well,
I started, so yeah, that's interesting. I started losing my voice because she doesn't use her voice that much, and that usually happens sometimes. So, do we have anybody else?
I do not see the calls coming through the Facebook page. I don't have any.
Okay. So, oh yeah, okay. So I have somebody saying, hey, hi, Nisi, I just hopped on, the battery went off. Okay. Okay, so if there's not anybody else, we can, excuse me, I'm losing my voice too. Is there anybody else on the Facebook page? No? Okay. So maybe that's a sign for us to get off. So yeah, that's okay with me. So before I go, sorry, Justin, if you want a longer reading, like I did with Marissa, I almost went into a big long reading, but I can go into a longer reading for 30 minutes. Like I said, it's going to be $40, and then at the end of the month, it's going to jump to $65. Okay. And for international, if you're listening to this, it's going to be $169 because I usually charge $250. And if you write to my email at trishalcondo@gmail.com, okay, you write in the subject, you listen to me on CHRQ, and you say, I'd like to have a 30-minute soul reading for $169, they will honor that. Okay, could you read her to me, please? I don't know what that means. I can't do a full reading, sorry, but this is the end. So also, I'm going to talk about my group coaching program, Getting the Truth on Speed Dial. It's a 10-week group coaching where I teach you about the foundation of getting grounded, reading energy, and to also do stuff, what I do. The link is, excuse me, https://trishalcondo.leepages.co/getting, I don't know what you call that, the-truth-on-speed-dial-tm-group-coaching. So if you want to sign up for that, you can also go to my website, which is Trisha Condo, that's TRISHACONDO.com, and you can sign up for my bi-weekly newsletter updates, and you'll get discounts on my readings, and you'll know where I'm going, because I'm going to New York City in May, which is going to be really cool. Yeah, so that's all I have right now.
I want to thank Trisha for taking the time to come in today. We know it's a lot on the air. We're going to have her back hopefully in February.
Yes.
Get your questions ready for that time when you're going to have her back on cue.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So it's a pleasure to have her here every month to answer your questions. Thank you very much for tuning us in on the cue. I was just calling out that we hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Don't forget you bingo winners. You can come claim your bingo prize tomorrow after 2 p.m. right here on the cue. Have a great day.
You too. Bye. I gotta go now. Sorry about that, Nicole. I have to go. Yeah, I was doing readings, but you didn't be very specific, so next time. Wait for next month. All right, talk to you later, and I'm going to check right after here. Make sure that you like my page, that you shared this, and you tagged a friend. and you'll be entered into a free mini soul reading. Thank you very much for showing up. I really appreciate it. Okay, have a nice night. Bye.